She pursued her lifelong education and take up Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management at Central Philippine State University and completed its academic requirement from the year 2012 up until 2015. She graduated her master's degree on August 2, 2019. She continued her education career, enrolled, and graduated her doctorate degree, taking up Doctor of Philosophy, major in Educational Management, still at Central Philippine State University on October 2024. She passed the licensure examination for teacher in the year 2008. Her teaching career started as a classroom teacher at Immaculate Conception Academy of Dangkalan Incorporated, Barangay Dangkalan, Municipality of Ilog, Negros Occidental, starting on June 6, 2008, up until March 31, 2012. She became a Teacher 1 at La Casillana National High School, Municipality of La Casillana, Negros Occidental, in the year 2012 up until 2016. She is also a part-time instructor at Central Philippine State University, Moises Padilla Campus in the year 2022 to 2023. At present, she is a Teacher 3 at La Casillana National High School and also a part-time college instructor at Colegio de La Casillana. She is also awarded as the most outstanding Teacher 3 in the division of Negros Occidental in the year 2001. So together, let's all welcome and give our sounding applause to our graduation ceremony guest speaker, Dr. Lilibet Parrohenog Javier.
Okay, thank you for that kind introduction, sir. Please take your seat. Thank you. To our school director, Reverend Father Ariel D. Gregorio. To our confirmation officer, the PSDS of the Division of Himamaylan City, Sir Carlito Sablaon. To our beloved principal, Sir Sunny Loretti, to our dedicated teachers and staff, to our proud parents and guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the remarkable graduating class of 2025, good afternoon. It is with great pride and honor that I stand before you today, celebrating this momentous occasion with the graduating class of Stella Maris Academy. Initially, I was hesitant to accept this invitation, but the opportunity to return to my alma mater and share my journey with you is truly special. Today, I want to congratulate not only the graduates who have successfully completed their high school education, but also to the proud parents and dedicated teachers who have been eager to celebrate this significant academic achievement. Before I begin my speech, I would like to ask the graduates to please stand and join me in honoring the people behind your success. If you can see your parents and teachers from where you are, kindly look at them, wave your hand, and give them a special smile. Let's take a moment to express our gratitude by saying thank you. Thank you, Mom and Sir. Thank you, Mama and Papa. Thank you, Nanay and Tatay. Okay, so let's take a moment. And now let's all clap in appreciation for our supportive parents and dedicated teachers. Okay, you may now take your seat. Without them, you wouldn't be here today, celebrating your success, and this occasion would not be possible. 22 years ago, I found myself in a position much like yours, experiencing a whirlwind of excitement and nervousness about what lay ahead. I understand that the journey can feel overwhelming at times. My path was far from easy. It was filled with obstacles that truly tested my strength and determination. Yet, I've come to appreciate that those difficulties were not just hurdles, but essential moments that helped me mold into the person I am today. I want you to know that it's okay to feel uncertain, and those challenges you face can ultimately lead to growth as well as discovery. I can still recall that after I graduated from Agisan Elementary School, I asked my parents how to be accepted into Stella Maris Academy. Ay gusto ko gid diri ma eskwela. We asked for advice from some teachers, and they recommended that I apply to the school as an ESC grantee under the PAPE, or the Fund for Assistance to Private Education. Luckily, I was accepted, and my tuition is lower compared to regular students. In my first year, my name was included in Section B. Aral ako sa Section B. My advisor is Ma'am Villafranca. Okay, so, but after the first quarter exam, I was transferred to Section A. Wala pa na natapos ang first quarter exam pa lang. So, transfer na ko sa Section A. So, I was amazed kad nalipay man ko kay ng classmate ko pag na classmate before sa elementary ko. So, second year, so my advisor is Ma'am Gina Agosila, Sir Rodolfo Conyate, de la Balay, kag si Ma'am Sudora Conyate. Sir Sally Loretti is our English teacher before. I am also a safety officer before. Kaya namin isang training sa amo ni Sir Malones. Amo na ako maglakad ko, though laking kot, malaking sa akin ang nana, the safety, na naga-marcha. Okay. So I am very thankful sa akon nga mga teachers before. Nga nag-hold sa amon to become a better person. I can still recall also after my class, still lang kami nakasakay sa tricycle mapapuli para nakasave, of course, sa PT. Most of the time, magpuli kami, we just walk from here. Kaya sa parokwa ng amon ni Balay. Kaya malakad ako na sa salamnan o maagi pa sa rilis. Kaya ako palay ara pa sa tuma sa wayang. Tapos kung nag-ulan, dapit ako na sa nagadap sa ako ng family. Ari ni sila subok and everything. Kung why? Kaya grabe, hindi nga kami katuwalan kaya naman sa una. Okay, so, alam mo balay sa tuwa waya, sa tuwa sarilis para maagi, kung nagulan, nagatulog na ako na sa Agares family. But still, I endured the hardship. So luckily, our batch graduated in the year 2003. And each of us has a separate journey after graduation. Since I belong to a poor family, after high school graduation, pareho sa inyo, nag-graduate ko, galipog naman ang ulo sa akong niya parents kung paano ako nila pa-espilahon. Considering my mother is just working sa talamnan. Ang obra sa talamnan is panggaot, pangani, amon nagsak. Then, my father is a tubagader. Mananggiti ang ako ni father. Tapos ako, kung isang eskwela ko, nagkapaligya pa ko na isang langgaw. Kung hindi pa maubos ang tubag, may mo ang langgaw. Tapos sinaligya ko na sa tiyanggi. Ay para may balo naman kami sa sakahan. So wala fixed income. Pag super pigado gid at that time sa eskwela. Pero still, I believe in the saying, poverty is not a hindrance to success. Ara na sa'yo permi sa akon nga notebook. Ang akong notebook yung pagtago ko panatanan at tapos makitaan ko pagkalagot ko pasagi ko sa muna. Ginakip ko na ako notebook sa front sa notebook ko may motto pa na poverty is not a hindrance to success. Pag hindi dyan, na-prove hindi dyan hindrance ang poverty. Basta nakatingwa ka lang. So, since pigado, somebody asked me sa barangay na Balian, my friend, relative, in barangay na Balian, to run as Sangguniang Kabataan, Kagawad, SK Kagawad. Given that opportunity, I ran for that position, SK Kagawad, wala talo, pag SK Chairman, pag Kagawad, SK Kagawad. Thanks God, I have a lot of votes from my fellow youth in our barangay. I served in the community as SK Kagawad before. So my dream was to become radio announcer. Ay nanamian ko kay Corina Sanchez mag-announce. So gusto ko mag-radio announcer or included sa mass media communication. Pero hindi kaya sa family tungod pigado gid. And I asked help from my tito and tita. So the siblings of my father, and they also made a promise to help me. Kapamingsaman ko kung sa Bacolod, kung mag-eskwela, mabuligan ko nila. Pero, pasi makontak lang man ko kung hindi steady ang ilang support. So I decided, so I asked also my parents, and they told me nga, dali ka na lang may eskwela sa lapit. Since hindi man kami ka-afford sa private school, I took an entrance exam at Carlos Hilado Memorial State College. Presently, the Carlos Hilado Memorial State University. And hooray, I passed the exam, and as an SK Kagawad, or Barangay Scholar, this scholarship alleviates my financial burdens. I enrolled in the Bachelor of Secondary Education or BSED program with a focus on general science. I initially thought it would be easy since I chose a teaching career, but I quickly realized that it's not as straightforward as I expected. Maintaining a standard grade is essential to remain in the BSED program. Previously, so as what I have said, I want to become a journalist, I want to become a radio or TV announcer, but I wasn't able to pursue that path. When I heard an announcement about auditions for the campus paper or publication, I decided to participate. And even though my competitors were mostly third year and fourth year college students, fortunately, being a freshman, I was selected as the literary editor and served in that role for 2 years. In my third and fourth years, I was appointed as the associate editor of the Aquarian publication of the Carlos Hilado Memorial State College. I have been an active member of the campus paper and have participated also in various contests. As I graduated, my heart overflowed with gratitude for the incredible opportunities I've embraced and the unwavering guidance I've received from above. After graduation, I wanted to avoid being stagnant at home. Hindi ko gusto, mag-rin ako sa balay, unemployed after graduation. So I printed multiple copies of my resume and traveled to Bacolod City to apply for a job, while also preparing for the board examination for professional teachers. I worked temporarily at Gaisano City in Bacolod as a section checker for professional in the shoes department. As I was about to end my 6-month contract as section checker, the official results of the board examination were released. Fortunately, I passed on the first attempt, thanks to God. After passing the board examination for teachers, I compiled a list of schools. Dinista ko naman ang mga eskwelahan na ako na-applyan to which I would apply. So I submitted applications to most of the private schools in my area. So, convinced that the first school to call me would be the one where I would ultimately serve. That school turned out to be the Immaculate Conception Academy of Nagtala Incorporated, where I had previously worked for nearly 4 years before transferring to La Castellana National High School under the Department of Education, where I am currently employed. For nearly 12 years, I have had the privilege of serving La Castellana National High School, surrounded by a supportive community and a fulfilling career. While working at the school, I had the opportunity also to continue my graduate studies. I enrolled in a master's degree program, so in educational management, another master's degree program in general science. After graduating my master's degree, I pursued a doctorate. With God's grace and guidance, I succeeded. The journey of life is a never-ending pursuit of knowledge and growth. No matter how much you learn, there will always be more to discover. So embrace the opportunity to learn new things and never stop challenging yourself. Whether it's through formal education, on-the-job training, or personal development, make learning a priority in your life. By doing so, you will not only enhance your skills and knowledge, but you will also open doors to new opportunities and experiences. So do you want to know the secrets of how I have reached discover and survive life's challenges. Gusto niyo mabalaan? Okay, so the secret is stars. So as the stars guide sailors through the darkest of nights, may this message serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration as you embark on the next chapter of your lives. Stars, S, stands for seek God's guidance and blessings. Again, seek God's guidance and blessings. Have faith in Him. Pray every day. Talk to Him about your dreams and ask Him to guide in your way. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Philippians 4 verse 13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The Lord God will guide us always and listens to our fervent prayers. Just trust Him. T, take risks and embrace challenges. Nelson Mandela said that the greatest glory in living lies in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks and failures. It is what allows us to persevere in the face of adversity and to keep moving forward no matter what. So, develop your resilience and learn to embrace failure as an opportunity for growth and learning. Remember, every successful person has faced failure at some point in their lives. It is how they respond to failure that determines their ultimate success. Life is not always easy. There will be times when you face challenges and obstacles that seem insurmountable. But it is in these moments that you will discover the true strength within you. Remember, you are stronger than you think. You have the power to overcome any adversity that comes your way. So never give up. Keep pushing forward and never lose sight of your dreams. A stands for act with integrity and compassion. Integrity is the foundation of trust and respect. It is what allows us to build strong relationships with others and to be true to ourselves. So always act with integrity and do what is right, even when no one is watching. Be honest, be ethical, and be accountable for all your actions. By doing so, you will earn the respect as well as the trust of others, and you will build a reputation that will last a lifetime. Remember, your attitude is everything. It can either make or break your success in life. So choose to have a positive attitude and always look on the bright side of things. Even in the face of adversity or problems, maintain a sense of optimism and resilience. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth and learning. So embrace the challenges that come your way and use them as a chance to become a better person. R, reach for your dreams. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Kaya, reach for your dreams in life. And S for strive for excellence. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. So the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. What lies ahead of you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. That is from Ralph Emerson. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Again, what are those stars that we need to remember? S stands for? Very good. Seek God's guidance and blessings. T stands for? Take risks and embrace challenges. A stands for? Act with integrity and compassion. R stands for? Reach for your dreams. S, strive for excellence. Very good. So in conclusion, as you stand on the precipice of your future, I urge you to reflect deeply on this final thought. As graduates of Stella Maris Academy of Himamaylan Incorporated, you are not merely the stars of the sea. You are the architects of your own destinies. You possess the unique capability to illuminate the world with your talents as well as innovations. Embrace this profound responsibility, confront challenges head-on, and dare to disrupt the status quo. Reach beyond your perceived limitations and transform your dreams into a reality. The journey ahead will be anything but easy. But remember, true greatness often emerge from adversity. Congratulations, SMA Class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Lilibeth Parujino Javier, for that inspiring speech and words of encouragement for our graduates class of 2025. Once again, let us give her a big round of applause. You may now be seated.